Okay, so what if you could take a regular 9 to 5 job skill and flip it into a high income freelance business powered almost entirely by AI? Well, today we're going to break down exactly how one person did just that. He went from being a marketing manager to a full time 6 figure AI designer in less than a year. Let's get into it. First things first, let's just put the big number right on the screen $12,200. Now, that's not a one time thing, that's not a yearly bonus. That is the consistent monthly income of a guy named Mike. And get this, he's a former marketing manager who started this whole thing with absolutely zero formal design training, not a single client to his name. His story is so powerful because it proves this isn't about being some kind of creative genius. It's about having the right system. So, who is this guy, really? And how do we know these numbers are legit? All right, let's pull back the curtain and look at the actual proof. So, meet Mike. He's 32 years old. And like I said, he wasn't a designer, he was in marketing. He kicked this whole thing off with, and I mean this, literally nothing. No clients, no portfolio, nothing. His entire startup cost? Just $60 a month for a few key AI tools. That's it. And just look at how his income is structured. This is the really important part. It's not one huge, lucky client. This is a stable, real business built on multiple retainers. You've got a tech company at $3,500 a month, an e-commerce brand at $2,200, a finance startup. You see the pattern, right? It's a diverse, resilient client base. Now, because of the system he built, his effective hourly rate is an absolutely staggering $450 per hour. He's not working 80-hour weeks here. He's just working way smarter. And the key to it all is the insane efficiency he gets from his AI process. So let's get into the core of it. His AI design system. This is the blueprint, the actual recipe that makes that kind of hourly rate even possible. You know, his toolkit is so much simpler than you'd think. For just that $60 a month, he gets everything he needs. About 70% of his creative work, all the initial ideas and cool visuals, that all comes from Midjourney. The rest is just a bit of DALL-E 3 and Canva Pro for refining things and adding those final touches. It's an incredibly lean and cheap way to run a business. And that simple tool stack powers a really straightforward 5-step workflow. He uses ChatGPT for the initial strategy, then jumps over to Midjourney to generate dozens and dozens of concepts in minutes. From there, he uses Canva to refine the best options into a full brand system. It's a rinse and repeat process he can use for any client. But here's the real game changer. It all comes down to time. A traditional logo project can take a designer, 10 to 15 hours. With Mike's AI workflow, it's just 3 to 5 hours. This massive efficiency gain is everything. It's how he can handle more clients, charge really competitive rates, and still make that incredible hourly income. A great system is, well, great, but it's pretty useless without clients, right? So how did he actually find them? Let's break down his playbook. And the answer is, again, surprisingly straightforward. Half of his clients, they come from Upwork. No secret network, no expensive ads. He just mastered a single freelance platform. Then he supplements that with Fiverr for some passive leads and a little bit of LinkedIn for higher value outreach. Now this reveals one of the most powerful and kind of non-obvious parts of his strategy. He doesn't hide that he's using AI, he uses it as his main selling point. He's promising high-quality design, but delivered 3 to 4 times faster. I mean, if you're a client, that value proposition is almost impossible to ignore. And this is what gives him stability. He is obsessed with turning every single one-time project into a monthly retainer. By offering a small discount for ongoing work, he converts those one-time clients into predictable, recurring revenue streams. That is how you build a real business, not just a series of gigs. Of course, this didn't all happen overnight. It was a journey of consistent effort, for sure. Let's actually look at the timeline. Look at this progression. By his second month, he was only making real money. By month 4, he was already earning nearly $5,000. But the key milestone? Month 9. With his income nearing $10,000, he quit his marketing job to go full-time. And just 3 months after that, he hit that stable income of over $12,000 a month. Just incredible. Okay, now for the most important part of this whole thing. How can you start? What are the immediate first steps you could take? Here it is, a simple 4-step action plan you can literally start tonight. 1. Get the tools. It's that $60. 2. Create a portfolio. You don't need 100 things. Just make 8 to 12 really solid sample designs. 3. Build your profiles on Upwork and Fiverr, using Mike's strategy as a template. And then, number 4, the most important part, start sending out 5 to 10 personalized proposals every single day. Mike's story proves you don't need a design degree or years of experience to build a highly profitable creative business. You just need a system and the drive to get started. So the final question really is, what would you do with that kind of freedom?